What's up, everybody? We are back, and I'm with Miss Kristen Downing. And I want to say this because I met you before this started, and I didn't necessarily know all this beauty in here was your creation, and I was just like, damn.
Yes.
Like it's really, and I'm not sugarcoating. It's really an amazing body of work throughout the whole building. So
much.
it's a lot of different things that can inspire you. So how did you get to, like social injustice and things of that nature? Because there's a lot of different things you can draw and paint about. So how did you get there?
Right. Because I believe it was the protesting that really took my direction to, with that kind of art. Like if you go into the middle room, it have some of my art from my Protesting in America series. And so from there, it just kept growing. Just realizing that school wasn't really telling our stories like they need to. And, my platform was just growing and growing. And so I left the tattooing to focus on my paintings. And I was like, I might as well be that artist that tell our stories. And here at KAWD Art Gallery, that's what we want to focus on, telling our stories, keeping them alive.
And that kind of goes with the event that's happening tonight.
Right.
We're at the Speak event, and it kind of, as I walked around the facility and then I heard the opening act, I was like, wait, this is coinciding with all each other. So just talk about putting together the Speak event.
Yep, and that's what Speak is. Like just bringing the visual art and the poets with they voice together. Like I speak through my art. Speak is more than the visual art, is more than the poetry. It's dance. We got music. If you like the cars, custom cars, you speaking like that because you showing out. You like the loud music, you showing out with your music. So that's how you basically speaking. And so like this right here is just the beginning for us. It's definitely gonna grow.
And how do you feel just being able to put an event on like this in Baton Rouge? Because this is not the typical event, but I would like to see more events like this. But this is not, this is not our usual type of event that happens in the city.
Right. And that's what KAWD Art Gallery is all about. This is Baton Rouge Art House. I'm opening up my doors to give the creators the space to, be heard, showcase their talent right here at KAWD Art Gallery.
And is there anything else you would like to add to the lovely people watching this video?
Visit KAWD Art Gallery here at 4242 Government Street. It's for us, by us,
And she has tons of amazing paintings throughout the building. So if you got your money up and you want to come put something nice in your home, come holler at her. What's up, everybody? This is yours truly, Myron Smothers, and I'm with Miss Toi the Poetic Beauty. And I just want to say, and this is not, I'm a realist, so if I didn't enjoy myself, I would tell you on this camera. But I thought this event was amazing. The Speak event, I thought it was well executed, from the artwork to the poets who got on stage, just to the aesthetics of the building. How did you guys come together, you and Kristen, to put this event together?
Well, I tell you what, it was actually, she's been doing so much phenomenal stuff in Baton Rouge. I had heard her name over and over again. And so finally I just looked up on Instagram and set an appointment to come. She did a tour, and the rest is history. We literally just clicked, and so we thought about doing something together. Now, the Speak concept is her idea. We were talking one day and she just came up with a name. And basically what it is a movement, all these different arts combining, speaking to people, speaking to one another.
In their own way.
Exactly. So this showcase, I'm still in chills because it was phenomenal how the artists, they matched the paintings, the artwork matched them because they vibed off each other. So
and that's one thing I did want to ask is the artwork matched the poetry that was presented and the music that was presented. So was that a bit planned, or was it just kind of natural feel?
Well, this has been about a 4-month process. Mm-hmm. So the artists came in, they toured, and they either wrote pieces that was inspired by the art, or Kristen saw what they did and she said, this fits you. So but basically it was art speaking to each other. So
So on a natural high from the event, what happens?
Yes.
What happens next?
What's next? Well, I tell you what, speak is a movement. It's not something that, so we want to make sure that not just the artists, but everybody who's here, the people that saw it on live, they keep on. They keep talking about the art gallery, keep talking about the arts, because it's not dead in Baton Rouge. I get tired of people saying, ain't nothing to do. Or where are the open mics? And also plug in right quick. March 9th.
We plug in.
There you go. Soulful Expression, Pop Shop, Bring Justice to Myron. We're having an open mic. So come, it's 7 o'clock. So the arts are here. And that's what the Speak Movement is about, to let people know.
And I think that is good, because we do have a place in Baton Rouge that we feel like it's nothing really to do, but these are the type of events that not only us adults need to see, but our kids need to see as well.
And in the future, I am working to try to get showcases that are for my babies from 11 to 19. So be on the lookout for that. So I'm glad you said that.
And we are done with the first act of Speak, and I had to get the GOAT in my eyes. I've known this lady since LA shoe days, long days. Miss Rain Miles, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you for coming out. I speak that real,
And I wanted to talk to you because this is an event that's very impactful, because it's talking about some real things. So how does it feel to be a part of this Speak event?
It feels historic. I don't think anything like this has happened in Baton Rouge. We're trying to start a movement. This is not the first time that this will happen. It's good to see these Black bodies in one space embracing the thoughts that we all have and we talk about on a daily basis. So I'm encouraged that something bigger will come from it tonight.
And again, I really like the vibe, because again, this is a city, Baton Rouge, where we don't necessarily have events like this. So it's good that we can all come into a place. They don't have to be with trap music. Though we love trap music, but it shows that we're more than just what people think of us, right? So you're debuting. Oh, let me get my words. You're premiering a new piece. Can you talk about it real quick?
Yes, it is about how Black girls rock and how Black boys have joy, and all that in between. So that's all I can give you for right now.
And before I let you go, I need you to, give them a little taste of the voice, because one thing you do when you get up there, you like to start them off with a little song. They get them in. So how does for those who have never seen you, show them a little bit of how you start off your set?
Well, I'll give you a sample of the Black girls. Black girl makes her way downtown. Black girl making plays right now.
That's it. We're not giving you nothing else. We're not giving it. We're going to appreciate you rocking with us. And wait, before you go, are you still making music?
I'm still doing music. I'm still doing poetry. I'm still doing all that. Haven't been recording, but I'm still writing. So
if you don't know who Rain Myers is, just fix your life.
At Words for the Soul on Instagram, ladies and gentlemen.
Fix your life.
Fix your life.
What's up, everybody? I am here with two of the amazing performers from the Speak event tonight. Introduce yourselves for those who might not know you guys. Just introduce yourselves real briefly for me.
I am Divine. I am from Minnesota. I have been a poet since I was 17 years old, competing in poetry slams. I went to Brave New Voices. I love poetry, man.
My name is Dexter, aka Good Soul Poetry from Lafayette, Louisiana. 337, stand up.
So how do you guys feel about being in this type of event? Because being in Baton Rouge, we really don't have events of this nature.
Man.
So how do you guys feel about being a part of something like this?
I'm excited about it. I love events like this. I really love poets. I love being surrounded by art. I love artistry, honestly. And then it's about Black people. Man, I love my people so much. So for me, it feels really good. And I wasn't familiar with the fact that y'all didn't have a lot of events like this, because I come from a lot of events like this. I like poetry is life in Minnesota. We have a lot of events similar to this one. So, yay.
Yourself?
Oh man, it's breathtaking, man. Because from Lafayette, we have events like this, but nothing at this level. Like, so moving out here 7 months ago, man, and then being asked to perform for this, it was just being able to interact with so many different artists, being able to meet so many different people. It was honestly just like a whole experience, to be honest. The performance, the event was not the smallest thing about it, but it was just one of the smallest things, because just the experience of interacting with the artists that we had on the lineup, just being a part of the entire thing was just honestly the best part about it.
And I like how like all you guys' spoken words and poetry match the theme of the art gallery.
Absolutely.
So I really like how everything kind of flowed together. So one thing about you, and I want to know if this is true, from listening to your two performances, where did you get all this confidence from? Because your words exuded confidence and everything you said. So where did this confidence come from?
It came from being silent. It came from being unsure. It came from being doubtful of myself. I didn't immediately start poetry. I had grew into poetry. I was journaling my feelings a lot, and I wouldn't speak on it. You know, people would get letters from Vine if they piss me off. I'll send you a letter quick, like, I ain't like that you did what you did, and I felt like this, and that's how I used to express myself to people. I could not speak it out loud until after, and I will never forget this, because I feel like this is where the confidence stemmed from. I had wrote my first poem in a black box event, and my teacher was on me. Like, she was really on me. She's like, you know, you should perform. And I'm like, no, you know, I'm not as good as the other poets. You know, they've been doing this. They've been competing. They've been wanting to go to Brave New Voices. I'm new. I don't know. And she was like, that's stupid. Like, literally just told me, like, you know, that's dumb. Like, why wouldn't you do it? And I would never forget it. I did it at the talent show, and I got so much love, and it fueled me to want to keep performing. So I did. And I did start competing, and I made it to Brave New Voices, and that experience was the most, man, I will never, ever, ever forget that experience. And I feel like that's where the confidence came from, but it was not always there. So that's where it came from.
Well, I see the confidence. And one thing I saw from you, or I heard from you, you love ladies. Well, not necessarily love the ladies, but you lifted them up a lot. So why do you feel like that is important, that we, you know, lift our black queens?
Yes, queens.
Up as much.
Man, they're my muse. My mother's a black woman, man. I mean, they just, when you look at what, and I don't like to speak for black women a lot, but when you just see what black women have gone through, the fact that they have not received the credit that they deserve, the fact that they have been underpaid, the fact that they have been underappreciated. As black men, I just feel like it's our responsibility, because we can't expect anyone else to put them up, you know, to put them on that pedestal and whatnot. So it's our responsibility, man, to show them that they are the queens that they are, you know?
Well, I enjoy both of you guys. Well, I went to high school with this guy. And I personally, from the bottom of my heart, want to tell you that I think you did something bad.
I did something bad?
I did. Because you didn't tell these people what you was about to do, and you didn't go last. Because, I mean, you could have took 30 seconds. I feel like, how long did you perform?
12, 13 minutes.
You could have took the 30 seconds or a minute more and been great. But you would just, it's like every time you feel like it was the climax, you took it to another level and another level and another level. What's up, y'all? This is my boy Dre. And I had never seen you do this before.
Yeah.
So I my mouth at the end was just, I was just like, I did that all through high school, bro.
I
know, but you know, I was playing basketball and all that.
That's true.
I ain't keep up with
you
that.
Paying attention.
But you know, see, that's my fault. But again, how do you feel about being at this event, like this type of speak event?
And this is, being a part of it is a movement, to be honest with you. This Toi is trying to make it like an annual thing, so you might have speak one, speak two. Like, I might not be in the next one, but I'll probably be to watch it. So to be a part of the beginning of it, man, is monumental, to be honest with you.
Because we really don't. Do you feel like we don't have enough events like this in Baton Rouge?
In Louisiana,
period.
Zero, man, come on. Because, you know, when we was in high school, like, we saw the beginnings, because they were starting to cut arts.
Oh yeah,
a whole bunch of arts fun. Like, a whole bunch of after-school programs got cut, and like, that's where I came up from. So a lot of that is like, this is the fruits of the labor. Like, for me to do something like that, it started from there. So I needed to start somewhere. You know what I mean?
I'm just looking at you because I'm like, damn, that was 12 minutes worth of work. I really don't even know how you remembered it all. Because I was just like, I'm up and I really was just looking like how is he remembering all this? And like the animation, I did like, I loved everybody, but I think me knowing you and not, when you know somebody and you it just like they show you something you ain't never seen before. But it's good because sometimes that can be bad. But it was good. I was just like, yeah. But again, so what's next for you, man? We just had the speak event. You performed. Where can people maybe find some more of your work or hear your work, or where will you be next or something like that?
Well, I have like a small YouTube channel with like a couple of poems on there. It's Poetry by Dre. It's poetry space by space Dre. I'm on Instagram barely. I might post something every once in a while. That's Koga3609 Instagram.
If you haven't seen him, find him because I am still just